Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder again with another Reddit story for you. This one is actually titled The Best of Redditor Updates. OP specifically tells her fiancé that she hates the cake smashing trend due to past trauma. He responds by doing it at their wedding. That sounds dangerous, Am I the astronaut for leaving my own wedding because my husband embarrassed me? I, female 27, and my husband, male 29, have been together for 3 years. In those 3 years, I have never known him to be selfish, occasionally immature, yes, but even that was rare. These problems arose when those stupid cake smashing videos got popular and my husband thought they were hilarious. I've never thought they were funny and he knows that, yet he always is showing me the videos of those poor wives getting the happiest day of their life ruined by their asshole partner for some cheap laughs. He always knows I have a history with cake smashing. My family does the cake smashing thing. I remember it was my 17th birthday and I pleaded with my mom to not do it. She promised and I trusted her. I had my hair and makeup done up all nice, and right as I blew out my candles, my mom pushed my head into the cake, and one of the decorations on the cake ended up slicing my forehead. Not enough to go to the hospital, but enough for some substantial bleeding. You bled all over the cake, too. My birthday was ruined, and after I wouldn't come out of my room. My mom still calls me a brat for that. Okay, cool. Not like, hey, I'm sorry. And also, I promise not to do it, but what a selfish brat you are. You bled all over the cake. How dare you? I told him if he ever did something like that to me, I'd leave him. He started laughing, but I was being for real, though he was really not taking me seriously. Now skip to a few days ago when my wedding happened. Everything was perfect. I was happy. He was happy. I was excited for our new lives as newlyweds. I felt like a princess in my poofy white dress and done up hair with perfect makeup. All very expensive things, I would like to mention. We get to our cake cutting part, and as soon as I turn to him, he scoops up a huge chunk of our wedding cake and smashes it all over my face. I mean, we knew this was coming, but bro, why? Everything just seemed to go in slow motion for a few moments. He's just laughing at me and then says, "You should see your face," and continues to laugh. Other people in the crowd, mostly my family, are also laughing at me. Then I just start walking away. He realizes that I'm leaving and tries to catch up with me and says that I'm being extra. That's the smart thing to say. You're being extra to your bride on your wedding day, as you did something that you promised you wouldn't do that you know she has past trauma with. Smart. I push him away and order an Uber. As I got outside, most of the crowd is following me, telling me to come back. I get into the Uber and drive away. I drove to our apartment and packed most of my things and went to stay at a hotel. I currently, though, am staying at a friend's house. My family and his family have been blowing up my phone for days, saying I'm being childish and my husband is a good man and it was just a joke. My husband is calling me off the hook, telling me to please come home and that he wants to talk, that he's sorry and didn't think that I'd get that emotional. This was supposed to be the happiest day of our lives, and he embarrassed me in front of everyone for some prank that he knew I hated. Not only that, he ruined a $500 cake. He ruined my makeup, my hair, and the top of my dress. The cake got all over. Though I still do love him, and I'm wondering if I really was too hard on him. That seems to be everyone else's opinion. So, am I the astronaut? Knowing what he knew, why would he choose to go ahead and do this? Like, either somebody in the family talked to him and was like, hey, you should do this because it'd be funny. It was funny way back when it happened, and yeah, she's gonna be so pissed, but it'll be funny. Why would you want to piss off your bride on your wedding day? It's just not a smart move. You know, I just said my vows and devoted the rest of my life to you, to have and to hold and to protect you. But I'm immediately going to break just all of those right now. 5 minutes later. Update, August 29th, 2023, 1 day later. And yeah, this one's pretty fresh. So my last post got taken down and I've gotten a lot of messages. I just wanted to update you all about a few things. I haven't gotten my stuff from my ex yet. I just haven't had the energy to because I'm still extremely upset, obviously. From the videos online to the comments I received on my original post to also the comments I looked at on the repost of my post, it kind of made me think that there probably was a lot of red flags and I was just used to being abused, so the bare minimum was good enough for me. After speaking about it with my friend, she said that he definitely had a lot of red flags, and she even told me I should stay far away from dating until I get some help because I was obviously not seeing the red flags right in front of me. I'm not going to get into it, but sometimes I'd have to cook second dinners for my ex because he didn't like everything I made. His mom apparently didn't get him used to vegetables, so he wouldn't eat them, or making fun of my cramps on my period. That's some of what I was referring to when I said immature. Someone texted me saying if I was sure that he cheated on me. No, I am not sure. At the moment, it just felt like it made sense because of how horrible he was being, though they made a good point. The sister very much could have just been trying to kick me when I was down since I was leaving anyway. I have no evidence and I probably will never have evidence. Apparently, sister said that he was cheating on her. I unblocked him just to tell him that I was coming over in a few days to get my stuff and if he could just not be there and that I'd leave my keys. He said fine, and that was it. So he will not be there when I get the rest of my belongings. I will also bring a friend with me in case he does something. Dude, he's gonna be there. He's going to be there hiding behind the door with a cake. You know he is. I'm still not speaking to my family, and I think I'm just going to go no contact like people suggested. I saw a video from a woman speaking about me, and someone in the comments said I was groomed into this treatment, which is why he felt it was okay to do this. Maybe she's right. When I get my finances in order, I think I'll try therapy and wait a few years before attempting to date anyone. I also keep getting this question. How did the Uber come so quick? The wedding venue was in a city, in a building. Uber took 30 seconds to order and 3 minutes to get there. Plus, who was really going to stop me from getting into the car? My husband gave up, to be honest, pretty fast once he saw me trying to get into the car. I thought it was weird, but I realize now, playing victim because he didn't get his way. Of course, and he had all of these supporters right behind him, right? Some of you may be saying, how did you not realize you were being abused? I don't know. Sometimes it just happens that way. My brain is kind of dead at this point. Again, thank you to literally everyone for all of the sweet comments and even people messaging me privately. I haven't responded to them all, but I will try to since you took time out of your day to see if I was okay. I really appreciate that. To people who say this is fake, I don't care. I went on this app because I figured I'd get like a few comments and maybe some insight. I got that insight, way more than I thought I'd get in a million years, and now I'm going to move forward with my life. So this is the last update. I'm going to respond to the PMs and then forget about this account and hopefully my old life. It's genuinely too depressing for me to think about. Edit. I'm okay though. I feel lonely and depressed, but I have my friends supporting me, so I'm not that alone. I'll be okay, and I'll get myself out of this hole. I realize this post is a bit too doom and gloom. Okay, so title again was OP specifically tells her fiance that she hates the cake smashing trend due to past trauma. He responds by doing it at their wedding. We can go ahead and take him straight to AskCon 1. Apparently there was a lot more going on in the relationship that she had just ignored or thought that she deserved or thought that was the benchmark and thought it was okay, thought it was status quo for her. She doesn't have a good benchmark of what a healthy relationship should be because of how she was brought up and apparently the kind of shit that her family put her through. So, wow. Another Brozo AskCon 1 here. And she even explained all of this. That's the part that really pisses me off. She explained it all and she's like, I hate this. He knew about the trauma that she went through as a kid. He knew why she hated this so much. And he knew because he was specifically warned not to do this at the wedding and then just did it anyway. To what? Prove that he's the man and he's in control and she can't do shit about it? Well, you were wrong. Because she did. And to go through all of this, to go through the ceremony and say the vows and pretend like you're going to respect someone and then immediately in the reception, do the one thing that you know will tear all that down and think you're just going to get away with it and not have any kind of consequences is a straight up narcissistic Brozo AskCon 1 thing to do. Enjoy all of that loneliness, sir. And then to not even give a shit, to not try to make it up to her. And then when she said that she's coming over to get her shit and he's like, fine, cool. Proven it all. Proven everything. Because she had this comfort in the trauma that she had before. It's what she knew, right? It's the devil you know, right? So she thought that that was okay. She thought, doesn't everybody go through this? And how unfortunate that is to not realize that there's a life out there for you free from that. But yes, breaking the cycle of anything is a damn near impossible thing to do. There's a gravity to it that keep people held down. I'm so glad that OP at least said enough and walked away. He's going no contact with the family. Awesome. Pain creates change, right? So this immense pain is what it took for her finally to be like, wow, everybody in my life sucks ass. Got in the Uber and left. Probably showed up in a coffee shop after that, like Rachel. Still wearing the wedding dress, but covered in cake, crying. That would suck. But at least it may have taken this extraordinarily shitty thing for her to finally remove herself from that situation, but it was enough pain to create change. So hopefully she'll never end up back in that vacuum again.